Hello, I'm Derek Gillette.
And I'm Chris Rigby.
We're with Gillette & Associates, and we're here in the Harbourview District in front of the Prospect building.
And today we are going to give you a tour of the building. We're also going to talk a bit about the area, what's happening, the other buildings that are due to be built around here. Yeah, and in general, we'll give you a tour of the Harbourview District. So this is your 5th floor, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom.
Right.
Yeah, it's got a Benson view.
Okay, because there are some with the ocean view as well.
Some with the ocean view, some with the Benson views.
Nice exposure, I noticed, which is a plus. You're getting some frost and stuff on the mountains. I think this is going to be one of those views that you're really going to enjoy as well. So tell me a little bit about this unit.
Yeah, so actually, I actually really love the floor plan in this unit. You first come in here and it's sort of divided, so your living space and your kitchen area, you know, where you're sort of what you're using for your entertainment, that's right in front of you, but it sort of veers off, right? You have almost 2 directions to go in, where your bedrooms and your bathrooms are down that side. Yeah.
One of the things I first noticed as I come in is the quality of finishing. Like when we're looking at these price points from when we were talking about this, price points like 440s up to 560s in that general range. The quality of finishing is stuff that I'm seeing in high-end homes. We've got quartz countertops, we've got tile backsplashes. What are some of the other features as well that I'm not going to see right away when I walk in?
Yeah, well, the cabinetry, for example, it's all soft and easy close cabinetry. Right. Also here, well, you sort of walk right into it, but it's right there in front of you. There's a heat pump. Yep. Which, of course, we're finding we need more and more of.
Do each unit have a heat pump, or just this unit?
Yeah, that's a good question. Not every unit has a heat pump, but they are wired for it, so it's easy to install. Okay,
cool. Okay, so the other thing too that kind of caught my eye was the deck. Normally when I'm looking at condos, I'm seeing these 4x8 maybe size deck. So this obviously is one of the highlights.
It's a huge deck. I mean, you could probably get some exercise walking
up and down. Let's go have a look at it.
Yeah.
As we walked out here, I've sold lots of properties, and I do not see this size of deck. Obviously, this one's covered. Most of them are, because of the way the building is designed. Yeah. But again, now I get what you're saying by the view of the Mount Benson, everything else, and just the sheer size of the deck.
Yeah, as you mentioned before, usually it's just a small area, whereas this, I think, typically when I look at other decks, it could probably fit 4 other decks.
Yeah, I think the only problem you're going to have with this one is being able to buy enough furniture to be able to actually sit and do whatever you wanted out here.
So yeah.
That's good. Now, can you show me the upper patio that's just kind of the community patio area?
Yes.
Upper deck. Yeah.
It's probably my favorite part of this building. But
we'll get a shot of the view.
Let's do it.
Okay.
So, welcome to the rooftop deck. This is a common area. Every resident has access to this.
Yeah, I don't see this very often in many buildings where you have this massive space to kind of have friends and family come along, and enjoy this, especially in beautiful summer days like this.
No, you don't see this in every building. You don't get expansive 360 panoramic views in every building, and certainly, and you don't get access to them.
Yeah, no, it totally makes sense. Yeah. So with the things that we were talking about earlier, the revitalization of this area and what the developer is doing in the Harbourview District, talk a little bit about that. I mean, just the changes that we're seeing.
Well, the area is undergoing huge changes. There's actually, you can see it right here. There's a building next to you right here, and that went up a few years ago. And obviously, this building that we're standing on top of, this is a new building.
Yep.
But there are other developments, and in the next 5 years, there's going to be more.
Yeah, this is massive changes. A few things. I mean, I've been in Nanaimo for probably 30 years, and again, you're down here pretty much every weekend. But just the expansive views. We're looking at Newcastle Island. We're looking at Protection Island, and then the other thing you mentioned was the Hulu ferries, which are just pretty much walking distance from where we are here as well.
Yeah, easy access. You're an hour away, I think.
Yeah, I was on the ferry the other day, and I noticed a bunch of people going over for a concert. And they get to go over and enjoy a concert and come back. And if anybody knows Vancouver, knows the areas, one of the things that you're going to see here is just how much this area is going to change, how much downtown Nanaimo is going to change. I mean, it's an exciting time. And then to getting in on properties like this at the price that they are at is unprecedented in my view, is kind of, you know, what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that is the right choice of words. You know, in contrast to the rest of BC, we still have very affordable prices here. But it's not just affordability, it's the views that price point brings, the quality, the build quality, and of course now we have access to the big city.
Yeah. And the other thing too I've noticed too is more people coming downtown, the coffee shops, some of the amenities that are getting added, and this is just going to be ramped up as we go forward. So I think it's a really exciting opportunity, Chris, and I really appreciate you showing me through. And I know you're down here every weekend.
Yeah.
So you know, I'll send some people down to check it out, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, that I greatly appreciate that.
That's great.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Cheers.